Um, Hello, this is the developer commentary for the Barren Waters. I apologize for the gap between uploads. I've been really busy with, let's just say, another thing related to this. Sorry if you can hear my aircon in the background. I'm not turning it off. It's summer. I don't care. I'm not turning it off. So this is the Barren Waters. I made this game. This is my fourth game. I count it as my fourth game, but technically it's my third. I count it like I've arranged it on my itch page. Oops. I've arranged it on my itch page up here that it is like Couch Simulators down here that it is the fourth game, but it was actually the third. It was made while I was waiting for Killer Clown's music to be finished, so that was delaying the game. And I made this because I wanted to scratch that itch of making a game. I believe I got the inspiration for this game while I was on holidays to Egypt. I go to Egypt quite frequently. My family's from there. At this specific place in Egypt, it's kind of known for its diving scene, I guess. And it's kind of known for its diving and sea life scene. And while I believe I was snorkeling or free diving, whatever you want to call it. I got the idea from this game because I saw there was a beautiful reef to my left, and then I turned to my right while I was underwater, and it was just a void, just straight on, and you couldn't see anything, and I was like, that's what inspired me to make this game. I genuinely don't have much to say about this game. It's because it's not very noteworthy. I'll download it here. Let's play it. The only thing it's really noteworthy for is its relation to another thing. Let's just say, which if you don't know, if you haven't been following my games, we'll get to that eventually. But just know there's a damn rabbit hole behind a game connected to this one. Right, where is it? So this is the Barren Waters 1.1.0, so this is an update, and it was made on the 30th of July. So this was literally one day before Killer Clowns came out, is when this build was uploaded. I believe. Yeah, let's just play it and see what happens. I'm not in the commentary mood right now, so hopefully I'll warm up as it goes on. So we got my old logo again. That was my profile picture for the longest time. That is loud. There we go. That was my profile picture for a very long time until I drew the one I use right now, and I haven't really changed it since. This is the Barren Waters. Yeah, it's certainly a thing. I got this VHS filter package for free. Or not for free, I got it on sale off the Unity Asset Store. Haven't used it more than 2 or 3 times. It's fine. It's a fine enough thing. I definitely couldn't make it myself, but I have my own methods of doing things like this now. This is the main menu, so that's it. Just press help. The Barren Waters controls. WSD move, mouse click. The left mouse button to interact. Space to jump. You can jump? I didn't know that. I made this game. I did not know you can jump. What you're about to see is footage from a recent expedition into the reef. The blank is a stand-in for the name of the actual reef I was at. I won't say the name yet. I might reveal it someday. Maybe there's a way to find it in the game's code. I don't know. But that's a stand-in for an actual reef name. So what you're about to see is footage from a recent expedition into the reef. Locals call it the Barren Waters, as no known life or vegetation aside from dead coral in the shallow has ever been sighted in the waters. Okay. I stand by myself ages ago that this is kind of a cool concept. But it's only a cool concept if it was an analog horror series and not a video game, because it's not an exciting video game to walk around and look at nothing. But anyways, that's gonna become a recurring theme with this game. You walk around and look at nothing. has ever been sent in the waters. The last expedition wasn't very far down. However, due to advancements in scuba diving technology, the diver is able to walk on the ocean floor as if the water wasn't even there. He is equipped with a high-powered diving torch, a high-capacity tank with an audible robotic voice to tell him any alerts needed, and a mounted camera on his head. His goal is to get as far down as possible and look for any sign of life, as it's suspected rare fish may be down there, maybe even undiscovered species. This is unedited footage. Alright. This is the game. What you're seeing right now is the whole game, essentially. You just walk about. And can you interact with this stuff? A rock. I forgot I had the Faith voice in this. But yeah, it's just a slope straight down. That is the whole game. Sometimes you see stuff, sometimes you don't. The only thing added in the update was this compass, because people complained about not knowing which way is forward, which is fair enough. I mean, look at it. I didn't know you could jump still. I was not aware of this. Well, that's kind of cool. You can crouch too, for whatever reason you may need to. If you look up, you can see the bubbles, which is kind of a cool visual. Could make that a screensaver or something. I don't know. Another rock. So, yeah, there's not much more I can explain about this game. It's just the Barren Waters. It's one of my most boring games of all time. You literally just walk forward and then you see some stuff in your way. Let me think. I believe while I was making this game, I'm trying to think of any interesting trivia, but it's just such a boring ass game. Let me think. I can't think of anything. Well, okay, there's one thing hidden in this game, and it's out of bounds, and so I can't even show you. I don't even have any screenshots. There is a really, there is a really bad model of, I believe at the time I was making this game, the Ocean Gate submarine was a thing, and so I believe out of bounds in this game, that way I modeled an Ocean Gate submarine, but I don't know, if it was a joke, to have the joke be funny, it would have to be in the game, I imagine. I don't know why I did that. This was, I told you already, this was Killer Clowns era. This is Prime Has-Been Hotel humor era. Where I could just put fuck on any word and that immediately make it funny, apparently. I'm trying to think of anything to say. This is boring as hell. So if you're wondering why this devlog took a long time, or developer commentary. Did I say devlog at the start? I need to stop doing this. That's why this developer commentary took so long. Or, no, fuck, I need to get back into this. I haven't done this in a while. If you're wondering why this developer commentary took so long, it's not because I had a lot to say about this game, but it's because I have nothing to say about this game. And also I'm busy with other things. But after this week, I should be free forever and ever. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that time. I'm probably just gonna finish sheet metal. I'm probably just gonna finish sheet metal. There is nothing to talk about here. There's just nothing. Call it a... I don't know. I don't know what to say. There's nothing. Like an Android fucking scary YouTube video creepypasta. There is nothing. There's... This is the... Okay, I guess I can tell you the story about my philosophy behind the game whenever I've shown it to people. Drop off detected. Uh, this part's kind of cool. You just gotta walk off the edge. But yes, when I was showing this to people, they were like, "Oh, why is it just?" Okay, this part's kind of cool. Kind of just plunge. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Whenever I was showing this game to people, they were like, "Okay, what's the point?" And I would just say, "Oh no, it's psychological horror. So like, you're scared that there might be a monster, but there actually is no monster." But looking back at it now, I think it's just I was lazy as shit, and I don't know. I thought I was Iron Lung. I couldn't tell you. It's like there's nothing scary about like remotely scary about this game. You just walk forward. You know what would be scary? That if that fish, that that one fish. I don't know the name of it. It's like a prehistoric fish. It scares me a lot. It is to this day the most scared I've ever been from a singular image. I'm being dead serious. Saccabambaspis, that's it. I am so scared of that fish. You have no idea. I don't know why. Everyone has something they're really irrationally scared of. I am so scared of the Saccabambaspis. It's so scary. I could have put that in the game and that would have made it scary. Unironically, like if that thing was swimming around, I would piss myself. But yeah, again, there's just nothing. You just walk forward, and then eventually it'll be like, oh, there's a monster nearby, but there's not, because obviously there's not. There's just, what even is that? Invisible spike thing. Because I couldn't get the text generator to generate one more line for that thing. Yeah, but yeah, you just don't do anything in this game. I'm probably gonna record a few today because I don't want this to be the sole upload for the next week, where I just walk around and do nothing. That thing's kind of cool. I guess the only thing I can talk about in regards to this game is the elephant in the room. This is the predecessor to Call of the Deep. I made Call of the Deep as a sequel to this game, and if you don't know what happened with Call of the Deep, the devlog will be coming eventually. You'll learn all about it. But this was the only game I've ever done a direct sequel to at the minute, and it failed miserably. So yeah, that's about it. Remember to hit that bell. I might actually just jump cut until something happens. I can't commentate over nothing. It's a stretched out sand texture, that's it. I modeled the flashlight. That's interesting, right guys? Right? Whoa, another drop off. Whoa. That's like the only part I remotely like about this game is like you're just dropping off into the blue abyss, which kinda is the only thing that also stays with that core design structure of, or not design structure, that core inspiration behind the game. The abyss, the blue abyss. But yeah, there's just nothing. Yeah, there it is. That's the creature. There's nothing. I assure you, there's nothing. Unless my computer's infected with like Sonic.exe or something, and then he mixed there be something in the game. I don't know. Okay, nothing interesting has happened, but while I'm walking here, I just remembered. When I first made this game before Killer Clowns, I thought it was popping the hell off. I thought like, this is my big hit. Holy crap! Whoa, whoa! And then the same thing happened with Couch Simulator in that other developer commentary, that screenshot I showed. Same thing happened here. I thought it blew up. It got 100 views and like 10 downloads. It did not pop off. I don't understand why anyone would think to even play this after looking at the screenshots, but you know. I know it might be quite boring to watch me just walk and do nothing and complain about how bad this game is, but I am being genuine when I said there's nothing to talk about. I just made this and there was no scrap content, there was no... I didn't even post anything remotely interesting. I checked through all the Discord channels before this. There was nothing interesting about this game that I could say, oh, did you know? Oh, look in the Discord channel. There's the... I think this is the end of the game. I hope it's the end of the game. It's not. Fuck's sake. This is the last part. Anyways, I looked through all the Discord channels where I would post stuff to my friends while making this game, and there was just nothing. There was, I made this game... Well, it's a shit system because it's clearly, like, the what do you call it? I put it up on screen, the ribcage, that's it. It's clearly the ribcage of a creature. I don't know who I was fooling here. But yeah, I looked through all the Discord channels of when I was making this game, and I made the game in like 2 days. I posted 1 screenshot and like 1 video. I didn't say anything about the game, and I just put it out, and there was just nothing interesting to say about it. Here's an interesting thing. This is the only other game I have that's made by me on a physical disc. I don't know why. I thought this was Discworthy at the time. I'll put it up on screen. This game has a physical disc copy. Killer Clowns also had one, but that one was slightly justified because it was my first real game. This is nothing. It's just not very good, is it? I'm not sure what the next video after this will be. I was gonna do the water bottle experiment, but I went and looked at it again. I'm like, no, I can't commentate on this. It's just nothing to say about it. However, this is like more of an actual game, so I thought I had to cover it. This is the end of the game here, I believe. You drop down here and then it cuts to that. No, okay. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Let it end. I don't know. One thing this game is good for is it shows my progression throughout the years. If you watch this video and then watch the Call of the Deep video, you will see my progression at 3 different attempts at the same idea. All 3 of them failed, but you know what? No, this was the only one that didn't fail. This was the only one that went from start to finish, and you know why? Because it was made in 2 days. Here we go. Here's the ending. I don't know what the point of that is. Like, I was obviously supposed to be creepy, and it's kind of like weird and creepy, but it's like, okay. Like, is the game broken? Wait a minute. Wait, never mind. I thought the game was broken because I thought it was supposed to trigger earlier. Oh, it just crashed. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I wouldn't. I would. I don't have much more to say. I'm sorry. It's just not very good. I'm uploading this because I felt the need to. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this game. There's nothing. So yeah, if I open my page here, the next video will be on simple sewings. that I will have a lot to talk about, hopefully. But yeah, this is the Barren Waters for seemingly being one of the most important games I ever made, there's really nothing to it. You saw everything there was to see. You walk along, and you take photos of stuff. No, you don't. No, no, I don't. Go away. I'm so tired from working on this franchise. Yeah, so you just walk about and you just walk to the end, and that's it. I really can't say anything about this. And to prove, I'm gonna actually open up all the stuff I saved for that big video I was gonna make. There has to be something here. There's no way. There's just nothing about this game. No, there's just nothing. That is insane. This is by far the worst video so far. I'm sorry, genuinely. But I had to do it. So yeah, like and subscribe. I wanna go home. I was editing the video and then I realized I forgot to do the tier list, so we'll do the tier list. The Barren Waters is going in D tier. This might be my new least favorite game I've ever made. This might be my new least favorite game I've ever made. After replaying it, like, it's genuinely just such a failure of a game on so many levels. You can see all the rest of the games that are coming up here. Couch Simulator VR and the Water Bolo Experiment will not be getting developer commentaries for the time being. I'll leave them down here, but the next episode's Simple Sewing, so yay. Another one I really don't want to look back on. These games don't start getting tolerable until Outpost 58, so we've still got another episode to go before I start liking the games I made.